What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Crazy Ant Farm. First one of the decade, first one of 2020. Man, episode 97 is going to be epic.
Yes. I mean, I can't believe it's 2020. Dude, we are just like a week away from the 2-year anniversary.
Getting up there,
2
man.
years,
I
man.
know. It's wild.
Every day I think about the fact that people have listened to us and let us hang around for 2 years.
Exactly.
I mean, people like to get crazy.
It's true.
That's what it is.
It's true, man. Man, it's freaking... To go back and see where we've come from and where we are now, it's completely insane. We basically... I mean, we dabbled in a little bit of entertainment news. Remember when our shows were like 30 minutes long? Oh my god. Shit was crazy.
30 minutes, bro.
Like 7-minute guest segments or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
It was basically, hey, thanks for joining us. That sounds great. Bye. I mean, it was just like, man.
Oh, so crazy, man. So
this
crazy.
Intro is longer than our first show.
Yeah,
like,
seriously. It's so crazy. But your hosts for this week and for this episode are myself, J-Lo Fantastic, and the one and only Mao.
What's up?
Man, we got a whole bunch of industry news to talk about this week. Golden Globe winners, snubs. There's a few things that carry on from the Emmys that continue to dominate. I mean, Amazon Prime killing it.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Everything they have. I mean,
and
seriously.
HBO Max made a huge, push at the Golden Globes. So, I mean, yeah, dude, it's crazy. But speaking of HBO Max, competitor to ABC had a huge week. Disney had a huge week.
Exactly.
TCAs, all kinds of news coming out of the Mouse House. So we're going to talk about all that.
Hell yeah.
And a little controversy here or there. So,
you know
we can't have not that, right?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. But before we get this thing started, we got to plug our merchandise website. Head over to crazyantmedia.com, hit on the merchandise tab, and start rocking the latest and greatest Crazy Ant Media gear. We are, as everybody saw, we reinvented Bonk. He's got a sharper new look, little shading. He looks great. But we are branching out and trying to design new things for new merchandise, so be sure to keep checking that out, keep refreshing your page for the latest and greatest designs that we have dropping here soon.
That's right. It refines like good wine.
Yeah,
it just gets better with age.
Exactly.
And so, Bonk is getting better with age.
Exactly.
It's,
hell yeah.
You can't keep that ant down.
No, never. But let's get this thing started off with the Golden Globes. A few snubs. Only 2 people of color got awarded awards.
Yeah.
That's
And
again,
crazy. No female directors.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I
Like, what
know.
the fuck? First of all, it's the foreign Hollywood press. Foreign. That would almost imply you'd have to have people of color.
Exactly.
And yet, no. Like, how can you call yourself foreign and say that you represent the world and not represent the world in your nominations or your winners? It makes no sense to me.
No. Same here, man.
To me.
Same here.
And we should mention before we get started, for the first time ever, because we're going to start with television, for the first time ever, absolutely none broadcast networks were nominated or won. Not even nominated. So,
It's super crazy. First time in ever. Let's get it started off with Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. The winner was Rami Youssef for Rami. I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised because, Paul Rudd with Living With Yourself and Bill Hader. And Michael Douglas. The Kaminsky Method, that's getting huge reviews.
Exactly. And Bill Hader, everything about Barry is awesome.
Yeah.
That one was but there's one person of.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one. So, I don't know. Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. The winner was, no surprise here, Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag.
Yeah.
Again, Rachel Brosnan for Marvelous Miss Maisel. Everybody, I think, was kind of pulling for that. At least everybody here was.
Yeah.
We're big fans of the show. But you can't take anything away from Phoebe. She's amazing. And Fleabag is amazing. And so, congratulations to her. That's great.
Yeah. And speaking of another one that had a big night, we're talking about Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series or Drama. The winner was Brian Cox for Succession. They had a big night.
Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. It's one of those pushes, man, by HBO.
Yeah.
And like, for anybody who doesn't know, this series is loosely based, and I say loosely, but I mean really based on the Murdoch family. Yeah. It's about a media empire run by an old guy that's being handed down to the sons, and they're all kind of. It's a crazy ass show if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and so congratulations to Brian Cox.
Definitely.
I know you were not happy with this one with the winner, but you know, because your girl Jennifer was in it. But best performance by an actress in a television series drama, Jennifer Aniston for The Morning Show was not the winner.
No.
Olivia Colman for The Crown was the winner, and she was surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
She was shocked. Her speech was hilarious. She's like, "Wait, what? I didn't even expect to win."
So surprised, honestly. I mean, everybody who I've talked to just in day-to-day conversations, they're saying they're not liking this third season of The Crown.
Yeah.
It's not as entertaining.
I mean, you know. I'll be the first one to admit, like the first 2 seasons I started and I couldn't stop. I binge watched back to back, basically, you know, over a weekend, would knock out an entire season.
Yeah.
This one I watched like the first episode. I had to force myself to watch the second episode, and then I haven't started the third yet. I just couldn't get excited about it. Same. I wish they would just jump to 4 with Diana and you know, and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm sorry. I don't like the new cast. You should have just aged up Claire Foy.
Exactly. You got the technology, Netflix. We know you do.
Team Claire.
Exactly. Well, now it's best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television. The winner was Russell Crowe for The Loudest Voice. He was not there. He was in Australia protecting his family for the wildfires, but he did have a message to talk about like global warming and climate change and everything like that. Like, this stuff is happening. Be aware and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit too, because there was a lot of controversy with the host and some political statements. We'll get into that after we tell you guys all the winners or whatever. But yeah, it was interesting to see Jenna, or who was it that read it? Like was it Jennifer?
I think so.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston reading his political statements.
Yeah.
She just seemed very awkward. It was kind of
like
best performance by an actress in a limited series or motion picture made for television. The winner was Michelle Williams for Fosse Verdon.
Mm-hmm.
I love Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
You know, and her political message, I didn't disagree with saying, because it had to do with the entertainment industry, which was she got there by working her ass off, and she earned her shit, and she thinks that people should be like that and get paid equally and everything like that, and then thanked her team for allowing her to do that. So I wasn't against that. Congratulations to her. I think that's great. And I'm hoping that Caitlin Dever will eventually get one.
Right.
Because she's phenomenal as well.
Agreed, man. Best television limited series or a motion picture made for television, Chernobyl, the winner. I mean, they're rocking and rolling too. They had a big night at the Emmys and a big night at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, man. That's that little show that just keeps chugging.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, it's been around for a few years now, and it's just, it seems to be a hit with people, so that's good. This next one. This next one, I immediately had the image of her pop into my head because we were all like, what is going on there?
Yeah.
Woo, go back and see if you don't know what I'm talking about. And maybe they got in the way. That's what happened with Joey King. I don't know. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. The winner was Patricia Arquette for The Act. It was an interesting speech, it was an interesting dress, and apparently an interesting after party.
Seriously.
Let's just leave it at that.
Oh my goodness. Well, best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a limited series motion picture or a motion picture made for television. That was Stellan Skarsgård for Chernobyl.
There it is. There it is again.
And if you guys didn't know, he doesn't have eyebrows, so they had to get eyebrows put on him for this role.
See what you learn here on Inside the Crazy Ant Farm?
Exactly.
I mean, just that is a Jeopardy question waiting to happen.
Exactly.
That's I'm just telling you, just waiting to happen. Best television series drama. The winner was back to Succession. Again, like JLo said, big night for them. Big night. And well deserved, like I said.
Yeah, agreed. Well, best television series for a musical or comedy, I really wanted Miss Maisel, but Fleabag Fleabag. I mean, Amazon Prime, man, they are putting out some really valuable content, it looks like. So,
they are.
I mean, kudos to them, especially since it's staying all in-house at Amazon. So, I mean, rightfully so, they deserve the win.
Yeah, and I mean, Mrs. Maisel had a good run.
Oh, yeah,
and
2 years in a row.
And now
like,
Fleabag's got 2 years, so maybe a next new one will come after that. I don't know. But I do like what you said, though. I mean, any way you look at it, it's a win for Amazon because it's all in-house.
Exactly.
They've won for 4 years straight now, so with their 2 shows. So good for them, man. Best movie. We're switching over to movies now. Best motion picture, musical, or comedy. And we were all thrilled with this one.
Definitely.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was the winner. So happy for that.
It was going up against some heavy hitters, man. I got Jojo Rabbit, Knives Out, Rocket Man, and Dolomite Is My Name.
I mean, seriously, that's some stiff competition.
I know.
But I think Once Upon a Time deserved it, though.
Yeah.
I really do think, and I think it's very foretelling for the Oscars that don't split the categories into bullshit music or comedy kind of thing. It's just Best Picture. I'd watch out for Quentin. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. But other ones to watch out. This next one, Best Motion Picture for a Drama. It went to 1917.
Yeah.
The Sleeper. It's not even out yet. People haven't seen it, or at least mass audience. And this motherfucker won. I'm guessing a lot of it has to do with the cinematography, it being one continuous shot. And it's from the trailer, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, you know what? I agree wholeheartedly with you. I think if this thing gets it, it's going to be more for filmmaking as opposed to the story.
Right.
Because, I'm sorry, guys, and I no disrespect to the writers and to anybody involved with the creation of this, but it's basically Saving Private Ryan only in World War I.
A little bit.
I mean, it's his brother. He's got to go save him from this, horrible attack and save lives and all this kind of stuff. Similar storyline, not exactly, but you're right. It's fucking beautiful. I mean, it's intense and it looks amazing.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. Next one's the snub.
Yes. Best Motion Picture Animated. The winner was Missing Link. And you're probably going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
Because you probably missed it. It was like, I don't think a lot of people even heard of this. The only reason I even knew what it was is because it had Hugh Jackman in it.
Yeah.
Huge Hugh Jackman fan. But there it is, guys. It took over the win from Frozen 2, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, Toy Story 4, Lion King. I thought Disney pretty much had a lock on this.
Yeah, you thought so.
And then they didn't.
Like, what the hell?
So, congratulations to the Missing Link.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me want to watch it. It's on Hulu, so maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. But, yeah, I was so surprised by that one, man. I just, wow. Next one, Best Motion Picture for a Foreign Language goes to Parasite.
Yes.
I'm not surprised by this one, honestly. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about this one over social media, so kudos to them.
Yes, agreed. And Best Screenplay Motion Picture, our boy again, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It is killing it. I'm telling you, man, I think he's going to have a big year at the Oscars. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen.
I hope so, man, because, I mean, he deserves it,
He does.
To be honest. Best Actor in a Supporting Role in any Motion Picture, that goes to Brad Pitt. Best Supporting Role, I should say. Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I fucking loved his acceptance speech. He was just too cool for school. And He was like, I was going to bring my mom, but, the press says any woman that stands next to me I'm dating, so that's kind of awkward.
That's right.
Like, that's hilarious.
That's right. However, some quick-witted people and lists sharp to the ear did hear him say that Jennifer Aniston was his very close friend. There's been rumors the past few weeks that they've rekindled, so I don't know. But you know what I did like, too? He didn't do any political. He didn't say any. He was just like, hey, you know what? If you have an opportunity to be nice to somebody tomorrow, do it, because we could all use that.
And I love his whole thing. He was playing with Leo. He was like, this guy's phenomenal. I mean, so many people came up and won because of him in supporting roles. And, man, there was room on the raft for
Exactly. That was my favorite part. And then Leo, being typical Leo, he shot him a look like it was a door, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you calling it a raft? It was a door. Like, you could just see it on his face. He wanted to call him out for it. But, I think everybody got the gist. It was great. It was fantastic. Best Actress in a Supporting Role in any Motion Picture. And the winner was Laura Dern for Marriage Story. I was kind of, I got to be honest with you, I was kind of pulling for Margot Robbie. I just thought that scene where she's in the office, it was intense.
Yeah.
But well deserved by Laura Dern also. I mean, she gives this like huge, long speech in the middle of this monologue, in the middle of this film. I mean, it was worth it right there to win the award. So congratulations to her. And Marriage Story, by the way, great film if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, thankful Jennifer Lopez did not win for us.
Yeah, no, I think we all agreed. We were happy that she did not.
Yeah,
so.
Seriously. But I was surprised, though, because Charlize Theron and Nicole Kidman, I mean, I guess they were the actual main stars of the film, but I felt like whoever wasn't the main star was going to get supporting roles. So I was kind of surprised because I liken Margot Robbie's character a little bit like John Bernthal's character in Ford vs. Ferrari. Like kind of in the background but still an integral part. So I'm a little surprised she got a supporting role nomination.
I don't know. I mean, I would agree with that. I don't know. Maybe because they felt like it was her character that finally exposed it, like convinced, Megyn Kelly to go forward. Or I don't know. But it was intense, though. If you haven't seen the movie, that scene where he's just John Lithgow. Do what?
Yeah, I was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was too. John Lithgow was convincingly just disgusting. I mean, it was a little too scary. But Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. The winner, Taron Egerton for Rocketman.
He was surprised.
He was surprised, but I got to tell you, I saw it. Believe it or not, J-Lo hasn't seen this one yet.
Not.
But it was brilliant. Does all his own singing. Yeah. And this film, I can say this now because I think enough people have seen it, though. Just the way he transitions back and forth between song and talk is insane. Yeah. I mean, so well-deserved. And I think what was more entertaining is how happy Elton John was for him. Yeah. I mean, he just seemed like a proud dad. Yeah. It was very cool.
Definitely. Well, Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy goes to Awkwafina.
There's your second.
Yeah, there's your second, who also didn't believe that she was going to win. And, was there three, I guess? Because the Parasite guy. Parasite was
that's true. Okay, so three.
Yeah. So, I mean, but yeah, Awkwafina was very happy about it. So, congratulations to her.
And she, you know what? She is really diverse.
She is.
She is showing herself, because this was more dramatic than, she's really starting to show herself as a skilled, diverse actress. And I mean, so well-deserved, I think.
Agreed.
Let's see. Best Actor. Here we go. The biggies. Best Actor in a Motion Picture or Drama. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. Yeah. Did this one surprise anybody? No, I don't think so.
Not really.
I mean, heavy hitters: Christian Bale, Antonio Banderas, Jonathan Pryce. But I think this is the right one, and I think this is how it's going to play out at the Oscars too. I don't think they're going to give it to Joker, but they're going to give it to Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it was a good choice.
Like I said, I think it's going to be a run for the money between Adam Driver and Joaquin Phoenix, because that fucking accidentally cutting his wrist scene was, that was intense.
It was intense. Yeah. It was intense,
but then on the other hand, Joaquin, completely transformed. We all knew he was a little bit of an odd fellow, but when he got up there to do his acceptance speech, you were like, oh.
It was like you were watching Arthur Fleck.
I know.
I mean, and not Joaquin. It's like, is he about to pull out a gun and shoot Bob? Is he going to shoot De Niro
De Niro's right there.
And De Niro shot him a look like, I still hate you, asshole. So, I mean, I was just waiting. I was nervous.
Hell yeah. So freaking funny. Best Actress in a Motion Picture. This went to Renee Zellweger, who, man, got the music played over for a hot minute.
Yes. Well, because talk about another weird one. Yeah. She was just rambling, bro.
Exactly.
Welcome back. Thank you for having me back. I mean, because she took a little break because she went crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, she had to re-find some ground or something. It was just weird, man.
Yeah, I mean, trying to recapitalize on the success and then trying to revamp your career. I don't know. Maybe, and also, I mean, same thing with Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, playing a character that was kind of a little on edge and kind of a little crazy might mess with you. I mean, we saw what it did with Jim Carrey and that, I forget that comedian's name. the dude that was on Taxi.
Yeah, Andy Kaufman.
Yeah. That's, I mean, characters can really mess you up.
It can, and it's because she took a break because she kind of had a mental breakdown and was trying to refocus, and then you come out of that by playing, like you said, a character that's crazy, and so that had to be a little distracting. I will say though, I mean, this was another tough category, but well deserved. If you haven't seen Judy, she absolutely nails it. Again, much like Taron, does all of her own singing, does the back and forth. It's intense. It's really intense. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But congratulations, Renee. Let's hope you're not crazy next year.
Right, exactly.
Best Director.
Yeah.
Motion Picture. And this one went to Sam Mendes, 1917. So
it's going to be a race. I have no idea who Best Director is going to be. I think maybe they might just give it to Scorsese just because.
You think?
Just because.
I don't. Just because of his every time they flash to the table. 'Cause I got to tell you, that was the most uncomfortable part of watching the entire Golden Globes because they kept going to the Irishman's table, and Bob De Niro and Martin Scorsese were just pissed the whole night. They looked like we're not winning shit, and we fucking hate you all.
They didn't win one single thing.
No, not a single thing. And then Black Widow and Captain America were up there handing out an award, and I so wanted them to just turn to Marty and flip him off, say "fuck you, bro, Marvel." I mean, because they, of course, when they're up there, they cut to Marty.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, the whole Marvel guy. It was so right the time to do it, and they didn't do it. But anyway, you might be right though. Maybe the Oscars feel bad for him and give it to him. I don't know.
You never know, man. You never know. Best Original Song from Motion Picture. This goes to I'm Gonna Love Me Again, Rocket Man.
Yeah.
And this is the first award that Elton John and his co-writer won
Bernie
together.
Taupin, yeah. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because, as they called it up on stage when they were a marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been together for, 50 years and pumped out just so many massive hits. And the idea that they hadn't won something together is insane to me.
Yeah.
But kudos to them. I thought, and again, on the flip side of what I said earlier, to see how happy Taron was for them was really amazing.
Yeah.
So, you can tell they've all just kind of become this really close kind of a group of people. So that's good.
Agreed. I'm so happy you got this next one because I cannot pronounce that.
Well, wait, where are we at?
Best Original Score.
Okay, Best Original Score. Oh, oof, yeah. Let's go with Hildur I'm just going to butcher it. Hildur Guðnadóttir. Let's say, sure. I apologize. Hildur. I'm just going to say Hildur for Joker.
Yeah.
And I was really happy with this one. I know you were too.
Yeah.
The movie was intense, and it was pushed along by the brilliant score.
Agreed.
Like from everything when he's losing his insanity in front of the mirror to dancing down the stairs to when he pulls out the gun on De Niro to the music drove this thing beautifully. I think this is well deserved, and I do think it's going to win the Oscar for it as well.
Yeah, I mean, super crazy, man, super crazy. Well, speaking of Oscars.
Well, wait, you want to talk a little bit about what's his face host there?
Yeah, let's talk about what's his face.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais there.
Yeah, he was just being a dick.
He was totally, and it was split. I think Ricky Gervais is the epitome of what the country is right now.
Yeah.
Because if you looked at the feed during the show and after the show, there were people who just lauded it as the best thing ever. It's just jokes, and he's right to be calling out all these Hollywood snobs, and he's the greatest comedian ever, and blah, blah. And then the other side of it is, what a fucking prick. He's a dick. What a douchebag. He should never do this again. So, I mean, you either loved it or hated it.
It just seemed like he didn't care. He didn't want to be there.
No.
That's what I interpreted it as.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, a lot of my Twitter feed also did as well. So, I mean, I just don't understand. And, like, calling out Kevin Hart last year for the Oscars, I felt like that was unnecessary, especially after watching his documentary, Don't Fuck This Up, and how much turmoil and stress that caused him.
Right.
Like, I'm just like, why are we bringing this up right now?
I just feel like this guy showed up for the paycheck.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, like, really. And
he was barely there. I mean, maybe 5 times, 6 times. Like, he announced something. Like,
and there's a fine line between a joke and an insult.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like to me, 90%, maybe more, were not funny. They were just disgusting and mean. Like,
Exactly. And he was talking about people's political acceptance speeches, but his introduction speech took longer than most of the speeches.
And was political.
Exactly.
When you're calling out people for their political stance, that's a political statement. You're making your own political agenda known. So you're calling out people for doing what you did in the intro. Just, I don't know. I hope they don't bring him back. Although you remember when the president came out of the Foreign Hollywood Press and he said, I hope when you say you don't want to come back, you'll put that in writing somewhere. Right. I don't think they want him back.
Yeah.
So
because that was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the Oscars, Disney/ABC, they just opted out of having a traditional host for the Oscars for the second straight year. And by no surprise, because last year they did pretty well with the ratings.
Yeah, it definitely sped the process up.
Yeah.
I think that's always the complaint about most people is that these things drag on for so long.
Yeah.
And without a host, it did move a little bit faster. However, it's interesting because they announced that for the Oscars, and then on the flip side, they say they are considering employing a host for the Primetime Emmys, which is switching from Fox to ABC this year.
Yeah.
They're both Disney, so it doesn't really matter. But they were down to the lowest ratings ever for an Emmy broadcast. And so Disney is working hard to target a double-digit increase.
Yeah.
And they think that maybe going with a host might be able to help that. So it's interesting that they saw ratings rise without a host with the Oscars, but think it's going to be different with a host for the Emmys. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to have to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, just trying to figure it all out. I feel like the TV game is kind of difficult sometimes, like trying to get the primetime spot and trying to get the right night of the week. Like, it's difficult, especially with other shows you got to compete with. I mean, you got Grey's Anatomy coming back, you got Connors coming back, you got This Is Us coming back on NBC, much other stuff.
It's always hit or miss.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're never going to get another Billy Crystal. You're never going to get another Bob Hope. It's tough to, it's not an easy gig, which is why a lot of people pass on it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Speaking of, though, and here we go. I guess this was bound to happen, but we're going to start mixing politics with entertainment.
Yeah.
Shocker. And I'm not talking about on an award stage. The Connors is going to do it in their show, and here's the crazy part, they're going to do it live. From what we understand, ABC announced that The Connors is set to broadcast a live episode of the show on February 11th, the night of the New Hampshire primaries, and they're going to incorporate actual real-time live coverage of ABC News' coverage of the primary. So that's going to be really weird.
I wonder if this is going to be basically improv. And this has, like, literal Roseanne Barr written all over it, I feel like. So, I mean, I wonder if she's, like, pulling the strings a little bit in the back.
I mean, maybe so, because this is really... And I think you're dead on with the ad-libbing, because it's, according to the description anyway, it's going to be about Mark watching the results of the primary for a school report, and he's apathetic to the electoral process, but believes money influences politics is real change. And then, of course, the Connors are going to weigh in on why the working man's vote is important and everybody needs to vote.
Yeah.
But if he's watching this live as a report, then that's going to be actual results, because apparently what he's going to be watching is the actual ABC live coverage of it. So, I mean, I would guess he's going to have to ad-lib it, because you don't know what the results are going to be.
Exactly.
So,
it's so interesting, man. I mean, especially for someone who might not be that much into improv and that much into ad-libbing. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know his background with it, but, I mean, it's always intriguing to see when these shows do an actual live episode. Like, they cannot mess up. I mean, we saw the Jamie Foxx thing last year for that. But, I mean, let's see what happens. I'm excited, honestly. But the revamp of the Connors and Roseanne, quote-unquote, has been very political since it has been.
I mean, what the highest rated one is when Jackie was wearing the vagina hat, right? And so I mean, it has. They haven't shied away from it. Put it that way.
No.
This next one I thought was really interesting. ABC says they're going to ramp up its efforts to move its development process off cycle and has rebranded it a second cycle. They're talking about pilot season. It says they're currently budgeted for 16 comedy and drama pilots, but that this total would include pilot orders picked up outside of the traditional pilot season from January to March. And the reason being is, remember Dungy, who was the ABC president, she left, and Carrie Burke came in, and she came in late. So she admits they were just literally picking pilots and filling slots because they were late to the game and they were just trying to fill their schedule.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know pretty much ABC last year did not have a lot of hits.
Exactly.
A lot of shit was canceled pretty quick and they just didn't go over well. So that's what she's trying to avoid here.
Yeah.
She said, we were late last year to the game, and I don't want to make pilots to just fill slots. We're calling it a second cycle so that shows need time. We're going to take a couple of and take time and do a second cycle to make sure we get them right. That's interesting.
Well, that's good. I mean, especially if you felt like you're behind the pack, you want to make sure like you got your good stuff. I mean, they got their veteran shows like Grey's Anatomy, but I mean, for this new stuff, you need new content to put out there so you feel like you're competing a little bit, and it just seems like last year they didn't feel like they were competing at all.
Right, and so I wonder, though, second cycle, I wonder if that's, just code for, will we see a lot of mid-season, replacement? Mm-hmm. You know how they always say if a show gets canceled and then they bring in one that they were going to pick up but didn't pick up, but then they pick it up mid-season.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing if you're going to see a lot of these pilots that she wants to give more time to pop up in mid-season.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That'll be interesting.
Definitely.
And speaking of, I'm going to let you take this one because you just talked about it.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Grey's Anatomy made history last spring. We all know this with its 2-year renewal for season 16 and 17. The series star Ellen Pompeo signed on for both seasons. And the ABC Entertainment president, Carrie Burke, said Grey's Anatomy will live as long as Ellen is interested playing Meredith Grey. It looks like they got the supernatural deal.
Exactly. Exactly. However, then she made it quick to point out, though, the network hasn't started talking to Ellen Pompeo about coming back for any more seasons.
Yeah.
And I know you would be devastated, but remember, it was pretty much the supernatural thing, they will do it as long as the boys want to keep doing it. And then the boys didn't want to do it, and everybody was heartbroken.
Because, 17 years after all this.
Yeah, so, this coming one that they're in right now is the 16th. Yeah. So one more guaranteed. But I think you're right. I mean, how long can you...
Exactly, because, then you're borderline nighttime soap opera. Because, it's already borderline soap opera-y. But, this type of a drama, I think she's going to want to try to do new things or just go out and enjoy her life because, she's raking in the dough now. So.
Yeah. One of the highest paid stars on television after she signed that exclusive new deal.
Exactly.
So, this next one, you want to take it? Because 30-something is going to be... I know you don't know anything, so I'll talk about 30-something. We'll just blow by this one real quick. ABC hasn't made a final decision. Get ready, people. Be shocked. On Dancing with the Stars.
Oh no!
What?
I feel like it's a decline. Yeah.
Well, they say it saw an upsurge in the ratings this past season, which is why they're thinking about bringing it back for a 29th season. I was like, what? Because I didn't hear anybody talk about it last year.
I didn't either.
Well,
Sean Spicer.
Yeah, with the controversy of Sean Spicer, so maybe that's why it saw an uptick. But I feel
like nobody cares about that show
No,
anymore.
I'm just going to put... Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think anybody cares whether it gets renewed or not.
Agreed.
Tom Bergeron will find something else.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's hilarious. He's funny. He'll be fine.
Exactly.
This next one I'm extremely excited about.
Yeah.
The 1987 drama series, and if you're as old as I am, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 30-something is returning... put it this way. I wasn't even 30-something when 30-something was out. So I'm not as old as these people, but, Anyway, it's returning to ABC for a sequel. It's received a pilot order. This is what I'm really excited about and concerned about, though. 4 members of the original cast are set to return. The list includes Mel Harris, who played Hope, Timothy Busfield, who played Elliot, and Patty Wettig, who, by the way, they're married, played Nancy. And the big one, Ken Olin. Ken Olin, who played Michael, who is Mel Harris's husband. Mm-hmm. But Ken Olin is extremely busy right now as the executive producer and director and damn near directs every episode of This Is Us.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's coming back to be in front of the camera on 30-something. So now I don't know if they're going to film this thing during the hiatus of This Is Us. Is it going to limit his schedule on This Is Us, or how that's all going to play out? So,
well, I'm just saying, I hope that it doesn't affect the show that much. But I will say that this latest season is probably the less dramatic that it's ever been.
Yeah.
So maybe he's been kind of busy this season, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I can tell you this: the show was brilliant. It was a huge hit. It was, just a look at 30-something yuppies and professional lives, and it was brilliant. It dealt with all kinds of heavy drama, much like This Is Us, the relationships and drug abuse and unwanted pregnancies and divorce and just all kinds of heavy stuff. And the premise of, apparently, is they're going to bring back these 4 main characters, and then the new people on the show are going to be their kids and like grown-up versions of the kids and where they're at now in life and all this kind of stuff. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how it plays out, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I love the show originally, and what do we always talk about that when they do these reboots?
Yeah.
They shouldn't reboot it. They should revive it, and it should be older versions so we can see where they are now, right? So at least they're getting it right.
Exactly. This next one is going to be pretty interesting to see if it ever works out. ABC is eyeing talks with master of ceremonies himself, Kevin Feige, about bringing a superhero series to the broadcast network, but they have not discussed it yet of which particular characters would be suitable for the broadcast show.
Right. So, I mean, as we know, everything that he's been focusing on as far as Marvel television goes has been Disney+.
Yeah.
So, ABC is going to lose Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after this upcoming season, and that'll be it. There won't be any Marvel shows on ABC. Yeah. So,
I'm throwing just a crazy twist out there. Crazy twist. Ready? Green Goblin series. A villain series, and then just bring in superheroes.
Yeah, I mean, I would be completely fine with that, but do you think that would float on ABC, though?
I mean, if they're doing a PG-13 version.
maybe. And hence the particular characters haven't been discussed yet. We don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I know. I just like the idea of coming from the villain side. I mean, after seeing Joker, yeah. I mean, I love the idea of kind of getting to know the villain even more. I mean, Thanos didn't have his own movie, but people were sympathizing with Thanos about some things. So,
absolutely.
I mean, if you give them their own show and or their own movie, like, you'll get a more grasp of why they're doing what they want to do.
Well, and I think, too, also very successful examples of that would be The Punisher and Venom. Anti-heroes, not necessarily villains, but definitely not good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And they proved both successful that people like that, kind of seeing thing. Speaking of, it looks like, as you said, Master of Ceremony and Ultimate Genius, Kevin Feige has somehow negotiated the successful return of all of the Netflix Marvel characters to Marvel.
Epic.
And Solo Hulk.
Yeah.
So, which it appears they might be moving forward with Mark Ruffalo on another Solo Hulk movie. So this guy is not to be played with.
Yeah, seriously.
He's like, hey, fuck you, Netflix. I want them back because we want Punisher and Daredevil.
Exactly.
So I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one. It's going to be really interesting. This next one, I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah. I hadn't heard anything about it, but if you had heard about it and you were excited, I'm going to burst your bubble. Apparently, Fox Entertainment boss Michael Thorne said that the OC revival is not going to happen. Despite his deep passion for it to make a comeback. And the reason behind it, he said, was unfortunately no one isn't available.
Makes sense.
I mean, I get that because they're all kind of busy. They all went on to be huge stars. Peter Gallagher was just on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. They all went on to be big stars and doing things, and they're all busy. So, well, Misha Barton, I mean, she had that breakdown, and we just haven't seen her. But the rest of them are fine and have done great. So apparently he said also that he asks every summer. He reaches out to these. He's obsessed with it apparently, but I guess it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
That's so funny, and Autumn Reeser's probably like, I'm in Ontario doing some Hallmark movies.
Exactly. I mean, and getting ready. She does all the live stage stuff. Got the Thrilling Adventure Hour thing coming up, and the guy from what's his face from Gilmore Girls, Dave there, and he's got his own new show coming out.
Exactly.
And
they're busy.
Of course, Ben McKenzie had Gotham the whole run, and he's not going back to OC.
No,
come on, man.
He's good.
Come on.
He's like, no, I got bigger and better things.
Speaking of somebody that is coming, though.
Yeah, coming back.
Are you excited about this one?
I'm super excited, especially to see what he's going to play.
We don't know yet. I'm hoping, though. Christian Bale, guys, the Dark Knight himself, the most successful DC character, and in the film side of it, Christian Bale, Dark Knight, he's going to Marvel.
Yeah,
what?
guys.
What? The Dark Knight trilogy? No! But yes, and he's going to Thor, Love and Thunder. That's right. Taika Waititi is going to direct that one, and he's apparently reached out, and he's going. Chris Hemsworth, you guys know, Natalie Portman, they're all coming back. Natalie Portman's going to be the new Thor. We don't know what the role of Chris Hemsworth is going to be yet, whether he'll be Thor or just Fat Thor, or right. We don't know. We don't know where that's going to go. So here we go. Rumor has it. We don't know. But we do know he was introduced. They mentioned him in Endgame.
Yeah.
And in another Thor movie. So rumor, Beta Ray Bill.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, Beta Ray Bill would be badass. I don't know if that would be a combination of live action and CGI or how they would do it, but I could totally see Christian Bale as Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you got Bradley Cooper playing a freaking raccoon, you can get Christian Bale being a CGI-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Beta Ray Bill, as odd-looking as he is, has always been an immensely popular character in the Thor mythology and in the comic books, and I think he's going to translate well. People were excited when he was just hinted at in the movie. So, and Christian Bale's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, Ford vs. Ferrari,
exactly.
Dark Knight, anything he's ever done, he's going to bring it for Beta Ray Bill.
Exactly.
So
is it really confirmed yet, or are they just still in talks right now?
Apparently, it's in talks, but
looking good.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming on board. Yeah. So, we'll keep an eye on that for sure. We'll announce the official confirmation when it happens, but it looks like it's going to happen.
That's awesome.
And we'll when we know who he's playing, you'll know who he's playing. Put it that way. Oh, keeping with going back to Fox Entertainment.
Yeah, time to talk about some controversy.
Yeah, have you guys seen? You guys have seen. It's been rumored that Jussie Smollett was going to come back for the final episode, the big grand finale of Empire. People weren't disputing it. It was kind of out there. Some people were yay. Some people were like, fuck no. Fox Entertainment president Michael Thorne stated that Jussie Smollett will never return to Empire because of the scandal of his alleged hate crime hoax. Would overshadow the show, the rest of the cast, and the finale. So there you go. The definitive answer is no, he will not be coming back for the finale in any way, shape, or form. They wrote him out of the show. They wrote the storyline. They finished off his storyline, and he's not coming back.
Bitch.
In real life, Jussie's having a bit more trouble.
Yeah, a little bit.
Google has been ordered to turn over a year's worth of Jussie Smollett's emails, private messages, photographs, and location data to the prosecutor investigating the dismissal of his criminal charges for that fake hoax, alleged fake hoax.
Right.
Now remember, guys, that they brought a grand jury. They had all this evidence. They had the brothers admit that he paid them to do it. They had all this kind of stuff, and the prosecutors just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, dropped all the charges and said they would never prosecute him again. What?
Right? Like what? I'm confused.
That's being investigated now. A special prosecutor has been brought in. They're investigating the district attorney's office as to why it was off. So this could be huge, guys, because if any of this personal information of Jussie proves that he did do it, this special prosecutor could turn onto the district attorney's office and say, you did not do due diligence in investigating this crime, and we're going to recharge him along with your office.
Right.
And I mean, and remember, this isn't all of it. Jussie, in his own dumb-ass self, is actually sued the city for the legal costs,
Yeah.
and he's looking for twice the amount of the $130,000 that the police say they had to spend on the investigation.
Yeah.
So he's asking for $250,000. Just stop, bro.
Exactly.
Stop. They're going to recharge him. I'm going to go out there and say I think they're going to recharge him.
That'd be crazy, but hopefully they don't do such a media catastrophe like they did the first time, because everybody was hooked in on this case, and then they all felt like they were betrayed, honestly.
Yeah.
At least that's how we felt, because remember, we were at his side. We were like, what the fuck? Super fucked up, super racist, super crazy. And then when all this stuff came out, we were like, hold on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And
then you know, as mad as you want to be at him, I feel for him. Like, where do you get to that point that you feel like you got to do that? Like, what has happened to you that you feel like this is going to be a smart move? You need to do this. I don't know. I feel for him, and I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, back to fiction with Empire. Michael Thorne also stated that there have been talks over the past few months, and this one I'm kind of excited about, actually. Increasing chatter about a potential sequel from Empire, headlined by Taraji P. Henson.
That'd be awesome.
Focusing on Cookie.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, according to him, Lee Daniels and Danny Strong have signed off on it. They're excited about it, although nothing official has. There's been no official pitch, no official talks, no official anything. But apparently, it's out there and in discussion, and it would appear Fox would like it and the creators would like it. So I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see.
Yeah, I mean, she's a extremely popular character, and plus, like, she deserves work. She's a great actress.
She is phenomenal. Yeah, I just huge fan of Taraji, and I mean, Cookie. Could you have Empire without Cookie?
I know, right?
I don't think you could. And like from day one, she's been the focal character. Not to take away from the rest of the cast, because they were all brilliant, but Cookie, I feel, is Empire.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a smart move by them, I think.
Agreed. Well, and another smart move by WarnerMeda, the CW has given early renewal to its slate of scripted series, which, I mean, they're killing it recently.
They are.
I mean, with their dramatic stuff. Network has handed pickups for the 2020 in 2021 season 2, all 13 of its current scripted shows that are not ending this season, including both of the Fall Freshman, Batwoman, and Nancy Drew. Additional series are additional Riverdale spin-off series, Catty Keen, which is set to premiere February 6th, has received an additional 13-episode script.
Yeah, so not officially renewed yet, but that makes sense because it hasn't even aired yet. Yeah. But they did give it a back order of 13 more episodes, which means looking pretty good.
Yeah.
If they renewed Riverdale, I can't possibly see why they would not give a renewal to its spin-off, Katie Keene. Yeah. Because Sabrina got... so I just think... It's a given, but the most important thing that I'm happy about is included in those is the entire Arrowverse.
Yeah.
All of that, obviously not Arrow because it's going off, but by choice, because we should say if Stephen Amell had not wanted to end it, it would be coming back.
Yeah.
And it's going to be replaced by an Arrow spinoff.
Yeah.
So there you go. But the entire Arrowverse. So if you were worried, don't. Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, all of them. They're all coming back, guys. Batwoman, all of them. So.
And I mean, speaking of, we didn't put this in here, but did you see that in the Flash movie they're going to put Flashpoint in it?
Yeah, which is going to be interesting because, it is one of the things that on the Flash TV side they have not really addressed.
Yeah.
Flashpoint, where he resets everything differently. They touched on it. They kind of had a storyline, but it was, while similar, it wasn't the dramatic Flashpoint changes everything kind of a thing. So we'll see. I think that as long as it includes Jeffrey Dean Morgan, as Batman's, and I'll be happy. And Lauren Cohen as the mom who turns into Joker. As long as that's in there, I will be thrilled.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
I've said it before, though. I've said it time and time again. I just think the TV side has it down pat, and you shouldn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
But good luck, Ezra Miller. Good luck, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I hope Flashpoint is successful, but you never know.
Exactly. Well, switching over to Sony, they have pushed back Kevin Hart's movie Fatherhood by 8 months to January 8th of 2021. The move was strategic by the studio and not tied to his injuries that he sustained during his late summer car accident. The decision to switch Fatherhood to an early January stems from Hart's The Upside doing well after it opened so well on MLK Day frame last year.
Yeah, so they're thinking, let's try to capitalize on that date again.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, and plus, I feel like you don't want to put Kevin Hart. You know, I think it's far more successful when you spread people out.
Agreed.
Because you don't want to over inundate the movie audience with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, and he just had the huge Jumanji, you know, so you don't want to throw another one out right after that. No. So I think this is a smart move.
Yeah. Agreed. Apple, this one I feel like is due to her Golden Globe win. Patricia Arquette is set to lead a role alongside Adam Scott in Severance, Apple's upcoming workplace thriller drama directed and executive produced by Ben Stiller. He is really on the backside of the camera now. He is like nowhere to be seen in front of it.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, when you initially hear, you know, you think Adam Scott, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Not two names that you normally associate with suspense, thriller, drama. Exactly. I'm like, wait, what? You mean comedy, right? But no, drama. So this is going to be really interesting. I mean, just, you know, yeah, and I'm sure Patricia Arquette will bring her Golden Globes.
Yeah, you know, and don't hit nobody in the head with them. Like,
no, don't do that. Shabang, shabang. I mean, just like,
yeah.
They were scary.
Yeah, man. I mean, did you see what's her face's knot on her head?
I know.
Like, I felt so bad for her.
I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, seriously.
This next one, Netflix. Okay.
I know.
Okay, right? Netflix.
They keep throwing stuff at the wall to see if it sticks.
They're expanding into its unscripted slate of reality shows with a 10-episode order to Love is Blind.
Oh.
Here's the kicker, though. It's being hosted by everybody's favorite couple, Nick and Vanessa Lachey. Now, I remember Nick's Newlyweds show with Jennifer Simpson there, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking about anal sex and tuna fish and all kinds of weird shit. I don't know what Nick and Vanessa are going to talk about. I guess the premise of the show is they're trying to prove, is it affected by looks and age?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so Love at First Sight or Love is Blind, they're trying to show, can people fall in love without actually worrying about how someone looks or what their age is or an age difference or something. I think you're right. I think it's like throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we were also talking crap about Flirty Dancing, and we love it.
Oh my God, I love it. I can't. It has got to be the oddest thing. Yet it's like a train wreck that you can't take your eyes off of. The idea that these people just walk up, start dancing, and they can't say a word to each other, and then they walk away, and then somebody gets stood up.
Exactly.
Like, how can you not watch that? Like, what?
It is pretty good. Check it out, guys.
Oh my gosh. And before we do this last one, I just want to tell you, because I had the opportunity last night, but you need to check it out. Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Oh. One, it's Lauren Graham. Yeah. So Lauren Graham's return to television, you have to watch.
Yeah.
I was just like mesmerized by this. First of all, I want to know what the budget on this show is. I guess because it's in coordination with Universal Music Group, so maybe that's kind of how they're doing. But it's not snippets of songs.
Yeah.
It's all out, full out songs and big ones, Beatles songs and like all kinds of stuff. But this idea that this woman is going through life and she can basically read people's thoughts.
Yeah.
But by music, because they go into these huge dramatic song and dance routines of the moods that they're in, and they use songs to express their moods. It has got to be the most interesting, original thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And Jane Levy and Lauren Graham and the entire cast, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was hilarious and dramatic, and I was like, What is going on? But it was, dude, I'm telling you, you will love it. And we haven't even seen the best yet because we didn't even see Lauren Graham get into a song and dance routine, but apparently it's coming.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, dude.
That's epic.
Yeah, make sure you watch that one. I just wanted to throw that out there because we were talking about original and unique, and that show was crazy.
Definitely.
It was crazy.
Definitely. Well, speaking about original stuff, the underdog of the streaming services, Quibi.
Specifically for your phone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They have an upcoming digital show coming from the Rick and Morty co-creator, Justin Roiland. Apparently, it's a stop-mation series, and I heard it was claymation, so that's going to be really interesting.
You remember the California Angels? I mean, the California Angels. Yeah, that's the baseball team. The California Raisins commercials back in the day, it's that. It's going to be stop motion, clay animation. It's going to be badass.
Yeah. And I mean, you got Seth Green, a part of it too, who's hugely involved with like Robot Chicken. So if you like Robot Chicken, you'll like this executive. Or this. So it's going to be interesting, man, but I'm going to have to download Quibi just to see all these shows.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, I'm got to get it on my phone as soon as it's possible. I mean, one thing, though, I see that they seem to be trending heavily towards is animation, which makes sense because Jeffrey Katzenberg is running this thing and, former head of animation at Disney. Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. But, this is going to be really interesting.
Hell yeah. Well, now it is time for our top 5 segment.
That was a nice segue.
Week, thank you. This week is top 5 streaming services.
Go figure.
I know, right? Like shit. Well, mine number 5, because it's honestly right now the lowest on my list. Netflix. The only show that I like watching on Netflix right now is The Witcher. Yeah. Like, there's really nothing else on there that I'll like because they fucking took off Friends. Yeah. So, fuck you. Number 4, I got DC Universe. I'm in love with this Harley Quinn series. Like, fucking badass, man. I mean, good.
Doom Patrol, Titans, and then... Because I'm old, so all the old school shows, Human Target and Lois and Clark, and just like, dude, if you don't have this service, you should get. It's $8, guys, and it's fucking. Not only all the shows and movies, all the entire DC Comics comic book library is on there. You can literally click on issues and read every issue that's ever been published by DC Comics. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So good. Number 3, I got Amazon Prime because I'm on there quite oftenly watching Marvelous Miss Maisel. I'm going to have to check out Fleabag as well because, I mean, they just keep racking it in. Number 2, I got Disney Plus because... Disney Plus is amazing, honestly. I want to watch this new, the Togo one with William Dafoe. Their first original, well, not their first original, but like one of their first original movies. So, yeah. And number 1, I got Hulu because I'm obsessed with Hulu right now. There's so many different things. You got the Goldbergs. I'm watching this new anime show, My Hero Academia. You got Dr. Pimple Popper, which no one else likes watching with me, but it's fine. I
just can't do it. I can't do it.
But yes, Hulu is my shit right now.
All right, my list. Amazon Prime. And I like Amazon Prime. I love Marvelous Miss Maisel. There's some good stuff on there, but I'm still brooding at Amazon for getting rid of The Last Tycoon, so I just can't. Can't put them on my list. See, I'm choked up about it.
Yeah.
At the top, anyway. Number 4 for me is Hulu. I really enjoy Hulu because I like watching new shows the next day without commercials. Hulu has a lot of great originals, and they have a lot of really cool stuff. But if you're into, like, if say you don't have a DVR or you don't have something, and you want to keep up to date, they drop new episodes the very next day, and it's commercial free, and it's great. And that's one of the main reasons I really like them. Netflix for me is number 3, and the only reason that Netflix is still on there at number 3 is because I'm a huge West Wing fan and political fan, and they have a lot of the political shows, Designated Survivor and West Wing and Madam Secretary and stuff. So they still give me my fix on that.
There you go.
So number 3. And these next 2 are solely because I'm a huge comic book geek and have been all my life. DC Universe, we just talked about it. Same reason. It's number 2. You heard me tell just a minute ago why I love it so much. And then number 1, Disney Plus, because it has all the fucking Marvel. Exactly. Everything Marvel on there. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, all of the awesome Marvel cartoons that I grew up with that are on there, and I love them. And of course, Baby Yoda, Star Wars, The Mandalorian,
So
like all the kind of stuff. Guys, if you don't have Disney Plus, what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
Get it. It's amazing.
And then if you've seen The Mandalorian, we got a special guest from The Mandalorian coming on the show in a couple weeks.
Yes, Emily Swallow.
Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. And if you're a Supernatural fan, yeah, you remember God's sister? That's her.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
She's a badass, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be awesome to talk to.
Hell yeah. Definitely. A transition in the box office recap. Rise of Skywalker pulled in $35.5 million by no surprise. It's been dominating. But I am surprised that Jumanji 2, the next level, is still at number 2. So kudos to them. They're still pulling in a good amount. $26.2 million last week.
That's a huge amount for
It's been like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Like a month or some shit. Like
Kevin Hart, man.
Yeah, it's all Kevin Hart. Don't fuck this up. Number 3 was Little Women, which is pretty good, I hear. So I'm gonna have to go check that one out. Isn't that a Jane? I think that's a Jane Austen book. So number 4 was Frozen 2 with 11.8 million, and number 5 was The Grudge with 11.4 million, which I've heard is bad. So I'm not gonna go see it.
Yep. Nope. I'm with you.
Yeah, I've asked a few people online, and just wasn't happening. Let's see what new movies are coming out this week. Let me check.
I know one that I want to go see tonight.
Just Mercy.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks so good.
I want this to be the one that finally gets Michael B. Jordan the Academy Award.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's got top billing, guys. It's Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Captain Marvel there.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie Larson. And it's Michael B. Jordan, Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx, Academy Award winner Brie Larson. It needs to be Academy Award winner Michael B. Jordan also.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying, it looks phenomenal. It looks outstanding. And I think this one, again, shows the power of... And I like to do this just because I don't think enough people do this. Not on podcasts, not on award shows, not on anything. The behind the scenes, the below the line, the people that put... Sound mixing and sound editing and sound recording, guys... If you've seen the trailer for Just Mercy, you know how pivotal that is. When you hear that cup clang on the bars and then it dramatically hits on so many dramatic moments in the trailer, it just shows you how powerful sound is to drive. Exactly. We just talked about it with Joker. So, I'm excited about this film. I'm so excited about this film.
Hell yeah, definitely. We also got 1917 coming out, Oscar contender, so be sure to go check that one out. Got Like a Boss, that new, what's her face there?
With
Tiffany Haddish and
Rose Byrne.
And then you got Underwater, and then movies that came out over the break that we did not discuss. Spies in Disguise, that Will Smith animation movie.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Tom Holland, right?
Yeah.
And Will Smith. Come on, you can't go wrong there.
Yeah, seriously.
And Reba McEntire.
Right?
What the fuck? Okay.
That was interesting, man. I'm not even gonna lie. But number 1, I think it's gonna be 1917 with around 35 to 40 million. Number 2, I think it's going to be Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker with around 15 to 20 million. Number 3, I think it's going to be Jumanji with around, 10 to 15 million. Number 4, I think will be Like a Boss with around 10 to 15 million. And number 5, I think will be Little Women with around 5 to 10 million.
You don't think Just Mercy is even going to be in the top 5?
I don't know if that's a mass audience appeal. I don't, especially in the Bible Belt. Especially in the Bible Belt. Especially in the Bible
All right,
Belt.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I think it's gonna be in the top 5, and I think it could potentially be number 1 or number 2.
They're thinking it's only going to bring in.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Michael B. is really popular. Brie Larson is really popular. I understand it's a controversial topic. It might not play well in the South, but I just haven't. Michael B. is going to creed that shit. He's just going to, he's going to pummel it. He's going to beat the odds, man. Sly, help him out, bro.
Help him out. It's fine. Movies you can still go see: Richard Jewell, Ford vs. Ferrari, Frozen 2, Knives Out, Dark Water, Bombshell, Cats, but no one wants to go see that.
No.
And like I said, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Go see Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
Ignore the controversy and just go watch it as a movie.
Yeah.
Don't pretend it's not a real story. Pretend it's not, forget all the shit you heard. Just watch it as a movie. I got to tell you, the guy who's playing Richard himself is phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
He just kills it. Kathy Bates is awesome. Just like, there's so many good performances I feel like that are being overlooked because of some dumbass controversy.
Yeah.
So just
go see
it.
Oh, man. Now it is time for the IMDb Pro Top Trenders. Oh, man, we love this app. We use it every single day. We use it to fill our industry news for this exact podcast.
Yes.
And man, especially if you're trying to break into the entertainment industry, you can get connected with the right people. You can check on day-to-day box office numbers. You can see what movies are trending. And that's the exact reason for this segment. The movie that is trending this week is Star Wars Rise of Skywalker.
Now, what is that? I haven't heard of that.
No, you haven't. Honestly, my favorite in this trilogy.
Agreed. I think so too. I know a lot of people would say Force Awakens, but I liked this one,
I know.
man.
People were just hating. I'm not gonna lie.
They were.
They were just a lot of haters out there. Everything's just divided. Top TV show, trending TV show is The Witcher with Henry Cavill. Rock and rolling, man. I love it. I'm telling you, I was predicting this shit before it even came out. I was saying that it's going to be Netflix's Game of Thrones, and so far, I'm right.
They couldn't have picked a better guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry Cavill, I loved him as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people were like, oh, not Christopher Reeve, but he was good, goddammit. He's a great actor. I'm happy for him.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Hell yeah. And I mean, plus it's already renewed for season 2.
Yep,
so,
there you go.
I know. Top trending star goes to Anaya Charlatra. No idea what she's from. I'm just saying. Do you though?
Is she from Uncut Gems?
I don't know. Let's consult the Bible.
See, he did this on purpose because it shows you just how handy IMDb Pro is.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say she's the female lead from Uncut Gems.
Yeah, which is super crazy, guys. We also saw that one
Or Knives Out. Let me take that Uncut Gems back. It's Knives Out. She's the chick from Knives Out, isn't she?
She is the chick from Witcher.
Damn, I'm just all up right. And this is why you need IMDb Pro, because it will tell you when you're all fucked up.
Exactly. Check it out, man. Check it out, because it does not look like her. They do so much crazy makeup with this one. I mean, she really looks like the female version of the Hunchback Notre Dame, and she doesn't look as attractive as she is. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just saying. Billboard chart toppers. Now time for the music side of things. Vinyl album sales. Still Billie Eilish. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? She's been just rocking and rolling that one, man. It's super crazy. Digital song sales goes to Memories by Maroon 5, which is a super good song. Slower than what they normally put out, but I definitely recommend listening to it. Top streaming song goes to The Box by Roddy Ricch, which is a really good song as well. Listen to that album. The artist of the week, Billboard Top 200 albums, and album song sales goes to Jack Boys by Jack Boys.
Yes.
Yeah, great. I mean, couldn't come up with another name, but I mean, it's whatever. It's Travis Scott's group, so congratulations to them. And the radio song of the week and the Hot 100 goes to Post Malone's Circles. I'm super, super jealous of this guy because he's younger than me, and he is really successful. So congratulations, but fuck you at the same time.
Yeah. And sticking with music, they just announced this too. For the Grammys, they're going to do an all-out tribute, all-star salute to Prince.
That's cool.
Well-deserved,
Agreed.
Obviously. And I mean, the names got me excited. Alicia Keys, Beck, the Foo Fighters, and Sheila E. herself. Mm-hmm. You guys remember her, Prince and Sheila E. way back, man. And just, I wouldn't be surprised we see Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, that one rendition of Purple Rain with her and Prince, just like, oh my God,
it's epic.
That's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for getting crazy on this 97th episode of Inside the Crazy Ant Farm. Be sure to follow us on social media, anywhere you are on social media. We are at Crazy Ant Media on all platforms. On our personal social media platforms, we are at JLoFantastic and
Crazy Ant Guy 1970.
That's right. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast anywhere you listen to your podcast. Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, and so many more. We're trying to get on Pandora. Just thinking about maybe like a Sirius XM channel, like maybe looking more into that. So we're trying to be everywhere, guys. You know, we're crazy and we want everyone to get a little crazy with us. Be sure to visit our website once again at crazyantmedia.com. Click over to our merchandise page and start shopping for the latest and greatest Crazy Ant Media gear. And I mean, I wish all the best and a happy 2020 to the one and only Oprah!